Hello students, I am Anamika and in this video we are going to discuss quadratic equation. So in the previous lecture we have discussed quadratic polynomials and linear polynomials. So what is a quadratic polynomial? So in the previous class we have discussed that quadratic polynomials are polynomials of degree 2 and the standard form of quadratic polynomials is ax square plus bx plus c where a is not equal to 0. So, if we equate a quadratic polynomials to 0, then we have ax square plus bx plus c which is equal to 0 and this form is standard form and we call it as quadratic equation if we equate this polynomial equal to 0. That is, this is the standard form of quadratic equation. So, this is a quadratic equation. For example, 2x square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0 is a quadratic equation because the degree is 2 and equal to 0. Thus, this is a quadratic polynomials where we equate it with 0 which is the quadratic equation. So, quadratic equation has many applications in real life functions. For example, I have taken an example that is, suppose a charity trust decides to build a carpet area of 300 square with its length 1 meter more than twice its breadth. So, what should be the length and breadth? So, first of all, we will draw this diagram that is, the charity trust decides to build a carpet area of 300. That is, it will be a rectangle since carpets are rectangle. Thus, it will be 300 square meter. So, they have told that length, its length 1 meter more than twice its breadth. So, for example, the breadth is x. Then we are asked to find the length. Then what will be the length? Length is 1 meter more than twice its breadth. So, it will be length is equal to 2x plus 1, that is twice of breadth plus 1. 1 meter more than twice its breadth, that is twice x plus 1. So, it will be twice x plus 1 and it will be x, that is length and breadth. So, then we will find a length and breadth. So, what formula we will use? That is, we have given 300 square, that is area of this rectangle. So, we have the formula of rectangle, that is length into breadth. So, length into breadth, that is x twice x plus 1 into x is equal to 300. That is length into breadth is equal to area, that is area of this rectangle, that is area of this carpet. So, we will multiply it, that is 2x square plus x is equal to 300. So, if we solve this equation, we will get the value of x, then we will find breadth and then we will find length. So, we can solve this formula and it is a quadratic equation and it has many applications in real life situations. So, next come to the next slide, that is we are going to solve two examples. That is, first example is represent the following situations mathematically. So, our first example is John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Both of them lost 5 marbles each and the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. We would like to find out how many marbles they had to start with. So, for example, we will first assume that John has the marble x and it was given that John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. Then how many marbles will left for Jivanti? That is equal to 45 minus x because John and Jivanti together have 45 marbles. So if John have 8 marbles, then Jivanti will have 45 minus 8 marble. Again, both of them lost 5 marbles each. That is, John will have x minus 5 marble. And what will be the marble left for Jivanti? That is 45 minus x minus 5. That is equal to 40 minus x. So, we have now, and the product of the number of marbles they now have is 124. That is x minus 5 into 40 minus x is equal to 124. So, it will be 40x minus x square minus 200 plus 5x is equal to 124. So, we will just simplify it, that is x minus x square plus 5x plus 45x and minus 200 is equal to 124. So, it will equal to minus x square plus 45x is equal to 124 plus 200, that is x square minus 45x is equal to minus 324, that is x square minus 45x plus 324, that is equal to 0. And if you solve, oh no, we don't have to solve this because they are asked to represent the situation in mathematically. So, this is the quadratic equation and we represented it in mathematical way. So, this is the answer. And if you want to find how many marbles they had to start with, you just solve it and you will find the value of x, and just then if you find the value of x, then just minus 5 from x and you will get the value of marbles John have. And similarly, you just find the numbers of marbles have Jivanti also. So, next come to the next slide, that is check whether the following are quadratic equations. That is, first one is x minus 2 whole square plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 3. That is, first of all, we will solve this equation, that is x square. This is the, we have the formula, that is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So, we will use this formula for this portion, that is x square minus 4x plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 3. That is x square minus 4x minus 2x plus 4 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5, since 4 plus 1 is 5, that is equal to x square 4 plus 2 6, that is minus 6x plus 5 plus 3, that is 8, that is equal to 0. So, in the first slide we have discussed that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a not equal to 0 is the standard form of quadratic equation. So, here we can see that a is 1. So, a is not equal to 0 since a is 1, and it is of the standard form of quadratic equation. So, this is the quadratic equation. Again, come to the next example, that is x into x plus 1 plus 8 is equal to x plus 2 into x minus 2. So, we will simplify it, it will be x square plus x plus 8 is equal to, since we have a formula, that is a minus b into a plus b, which is equal to a square minus b square. So, it will be a minus b into a plus b, that is x square minus 2 square, which is equal to x square minus 4. So, it will equal to x square plus x plus 8 minus x square plus 4 is equal to 0. X square will be cancelled. Thus x plus 8 plus 4 is 12. Here we can see that this is a linear equation because the degree of this polynomial is 1, that is x to the power 1. Since the degree is 1, thus it is not a quadratic equation because this is not a quadratic polynomial. Since this is not a quadratic polynomial, thus whole equation is not a quadratic equation. So this is not an example of quadratic equations. So that's all for today. Thank you, students.